G'day camper. Today we're going to talk about the Helinox Savanna high back camp chair. This camp chair is perfect for anyone that needs to save a bit of packed size and weight in their setup. So it's great for vehicle-based campers, camper trailer owners, or if you're struggling a bit with your space and weight limits in the caravan, you might also look at it as well. Now, as always, no review on this channel is ever sponsored by the product's manufacturer. With that out of the way, let's get into some hard stats. So here's the Helinox Savanna in its bag. That's 54 centimeters by 15 by 16. To be honest, it kind of just looks round. The packed weight is 1.9 kilos. And when set up, it's 112 centimeters high, 65 centimeters wide, and 80 centimeters deep. It'll hold a 145 kilo person and has a 5-year warranty. You can get the Helinox Savanna from the Helinox website for $299, or you can find it on sale for around the $250 mark. Now, the problem I have with reviewing this chair is I don't actually own it. I'm going to have to pass you off to Harry.
I'm Harry, I'm from a channel called Fire to Fork.
Wait a second, Harry. What's your relationship with Helinox?
So I'm not sponsored by Helinox. They provided me with a few chairs over the years, but never accepted 1 cent from them. And I have absolutely no obligation to say anything positive or negative or whatever. I've had one of these, or a few of these, for about 3-4 years now, I think. And this is actually my chair. I've used them all over Australia, from the Vic High Country to the Kimberley, and had a pretty good experience with them so far, but I'll definitely run you through the pros and cons of them because there is absolutely no perfect product, and this is a perfect example of an imperfect product. So, set it up. Comes in a bag. It fits nicely into the bag. It's not a pain in the ass to put in. So that's a pro. I'm not a good formal reviewer, so I'm not going to give you a nice, neat list of pros and cons. Now, one of the challenges you can do with these is you can set them up with one hand. So everything just pops into place. I've used some of the knockoffs and they absolutely don't do that. The elastic, even after this one's 4 years old, is all still perfect. So that's the frame setup. The bag itself fits pretty easily on. You just slide in the back onto these tall ones. It feels flimsy, feels like it's gonna fall apart in 2 seconds, but these are rated to like 145 kilos or something. And that's it set up. So it does not take long at all. And it's a big chair. Big boys, you'll fit in here. You can take the bag, scrunch it up, and chuck it in here. There's a bit of a headrest if you want, or just lose it like I do. So I'm 5'11", I'm 80 kilos, and I fit very comfortably in this. Like there's tons more to give. It's got a slightly reclined seating position. It's not a very upright chair. I would say for older people, you've got nothing to push off. You're reclined. It is a younger person's chair, I'd say. So just something to consider. You can obviously like lean forward and push off that, which is how I get out of it. Comfort. I don't think there's another chair on the planet that gives you this much comfort for this little space and weight. The comfort to space and weight ratio is off the charts. To get a slightly more comfortable chair than this, you're kind of going to like triple the space and weight. So if you are weight conscious, if you drive a Jimny, if you're that kind of thing, like small amount of space and you still want a really comfy chair, this thing is off the charts. Now, it blows over. I've done it. I've let it blow over in the high country into the fire. So my chair flew into the fire. Boys caught it quickly, bush mechanic it together. We're still good. But yeah, it's the problem with light hiking chairs. They do fall over a lot. It's not very hard for that to blow over. That is because it's light. Again, these are all the things you have to weigh up. Is it light? Is it stable? You can't have light and stable. What I do have though is rocking chair attachments for it. Sounds like a gimmick. It lowers the center of gravity and it makes it nearly impossible to push over. So it will lean forward right on the rocking chair things and then just fall back because it's suddenly got a counterweight on the bottom. The rocking chair attachments, yeah, again, sounds stupid. They are possibly the best thing you can add to these chairs, as well as the little cup holder thing that clips on. They are not insulated at all. So if you want to be warm, put a blanket on it. You can get the Blancho, it should have been called the Wanklet. So in hot weather, these things are, these are unreal. These are about the best chair you can sit in. Like if I'm sitting on a Kimberley day on the beach, this is what I want. If I'm sitting in the high country, which I was when my chair fell in the fire, I wanted more warmth. That's why I had the Blancho on it. But you could just use a blanket or sleeping bag or whatever you want on it. So yeah. So as far as breakages go, I've never had one. I've never had a failure of the chair itself. It's just that it's not fireproof, and when it fell on the fire, it got burnt. But yeah, the actual product is held up perfectly. There's no sign of wear on this, even though it's been through a lot. There's just a little hole there from a spark from the fire. But yeah, very good quality. Overall, there's a reason I've still got them. There's a reason I still use them. They have their place in my kit. I rate them. I do.
Do you own a Helinox Savanna or a similar camp chair? Make sure you hop in the comments and share your experience and any tips and tricks you have, because you might just help someone else in the future. See you in the next review.